Hello, welcome. Again, long time between the streams. I don't know, it's really hard to motivate myself currently after work. That is garbage. Let's remove that. Yeah, we will do a little bit of work on Onyx side again, because we have, well, I found out some stupid stuff with my type hash. Basically it's not platform independent, which is a big problem if you want to ever launch on a different platform, right? So we will try to address that by doing a type hash based on some constant that we provide in the code, instead of trying to get it magically from the, like using C++ macros. Which does not work. So yeah, we will do it manually. I think I have something prepared somewhere. Let me quickly open Teams. Because I think I've sent myself something. It's not how I would want to have it. Okay, that works. Then we can open that one, and then it's just a good board entry, which I will basically take one function off, which is just that one, and then the rest is more or less the same. I mean, I think we can make this const express, it doesn't matter. So I think that's all I needed for it to work. And then we should be able to do this here, which is basically one compile time string plus another compile time string. Let's see. I mean, that might not work yet. Okay, that's weird. What? What? Oh, does it need to be public maybe for this to work? I mean, we can have it public, it doesn't really matter. I didn't know that. Why would that need to be? Is that really a thing? Okay, so I do think we had that, I think, in my... Oh, come on. In my God board, I think I had that. Although it does compile. Ah. Why does it not like it? Oh, because... No. I mean, that should work, right? Unless it really wants... all of that to be const eval, which might be a thing because I think I had that on like some weird other way on MSVC where it wanted this to be. But maybe not. Do you want it if I do? Do you like it like that? Ah, because we don't define that. And we probably... I mean, maybe we can, right? Oh my god, I'm stupid, I only copied half of it. That's why it's not working. Because I had one that defines for the other size, right? God damn it. I knew there was something missing. So I do think this works. That should work. At least on Godboard it worked. So let's hope it works. Or maybe not. Okay, where do we fail here now? Ah, the default constructor is missing, yeah. We have that as well. Should have maybe copied the whole class and not just half of it. But yeah, thinking that I can with still const exploit doesn't need to be const either. I think. Sorry for that. Do not disturb. All right. God damn it. Oh, okay. Where? What? Stop it. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. We probably want to have it like that. And then we most likely... Does that work? Probably right. We get rid of that. And that should hopefully do it, right? Now we can probably leave out the zeros where because we don't necessarily want that. We will get other arrows similar to that vein because we have that in other places as well. We need to change then this. Although, yeah, okay, there's a couple of things that I would want to address here. Couple smaller things that I see in this function that I'm kinda annoyed with now that I see it again. Oh, okay, that works already. Okay, so let's do that then. Let's do that. And then here. Really like that, right? Because then we can do that. It's probably nicer anyways. That should at least work, right? Famous last words, maybe it doesn't. Okay, maybe... What? Cannot convert from that to that. Okay, well then we do this. And hope that it works, right? We No, let's do one thing at a time, right? So that is fine now. So let's see if that even runs, which it probably doesn't. I mean, let's see how far it runs. It will probably die once we do that exactly. Although, no, that's not exactly what I would have expected. Node is already registered. Swizzle vector 4. Huh. That's actually correct. Because that should be S64. And that should be S32. Did we do another mistake somewhere here like that? Of course we did. S. And the thing is, we could probably construct it from like this, but I want to keep that as the UI thing. And yeah, then do the other thing as the runtime. Is that the thing I want? Probably. Yeah, it is. So we open our local, or no, we'll open that one. It's not what I wanted. This one, right? Add watch. Or we can probably just edit it here live. In our inputs file. And then we have a bool one, which is this one. And we replace all of them. Then we have axis 3D, and this is an axis 3D composite, so it's this one and it's this one. Is this correct already? Did I change those bindings already? No, right? They are registering. Yeah, okay, so no, then don't do that. We probably do it like that, I would say. I mean, in that case, we could probably hash it based on the action type. Oh no, we can't, right? Because the action type is not unique. X is 2D. Let's actually copy that. X is 2D composite. X is 3D. And X is 3D composite. Then here we do the same. We get a compile time string. So that's that. And now we start, and then we copy it, and then we adjust it. Perfect. So now we go here, now we copy this. Now it's different, and now we do X is 2D, while X is bool. Star one. And now we have our X is 3D composite. And then we have our X is 2D, which I think is X is 2D like that. Now with X is 1D, which is as well, I think, just star one. And that should already help us get past that stage. Maybe not. Or are we maybe not using that file? We're not using that file, okay. So we take that. Reveal in File Explorer, we take it. And we go to our beautiful Onyx source folder. And we need to do that anyways, right? But we replace here our beautiful file. And now if we build, perfect. And now we take that. And we have our locals. And that is our render path stuff. And now we go to open our render path by our render graph. And now we have tone map. And I think we just registered it with that. without the Onyx, because that doesn't really matter too much. Although, let's leave it with Onyx, why not? But then we need to... God damn it, then we need to adjust it. Or does it add that much? Yeah, it's fine. I think it's good to have it maybe without registered. Is that all of them? No, right? I mean, okay, those are a little bit sus anyways there. And those are a little sus as well, but we could do that Onyx editor, I guess. That one, I'm not sure where to put it yet. But let's put it in Onyx UI, why not? Because I think we have like the UI module, right? Yeah. And then this one we'll leave for now. And the other ones... are those which technically should... I think they will stay in Onyx game code most likely, but let's name them as well with a full namespace, because why not? We might do that here as well. Because I'm mainly doing that naming so that it's kind of unique, and you could override or like have your own in like the engine without like name collapses. It's like my thinking here. So maybe we do the same here. I don't know. Although that is already kind of unique, but whatever. Why not? But then we need to redo that again. What can you do? Well, it's only three things that we have to change anyways, so it doesn't matter too much. Axis 3D. Really? Suddenly it's like something completely different. So fascinating. Axis 2D. And axis 1D. That's it, I think, right? And then we need to again copy that one into here. Then we can restart. We crash on the nodes. We add a watch, because why not? Then we take them. Actually, I would want to copy that over if that's possible. So that I see with what it is registered with. And then it makes it easier. Beautiful. So we have that, and then we go here, and then we go all the way up. We've got few constants, and that is already called like that. Oh, okay. Right. Why is it sometimes called node and then sometimes not? Did I really do that? I really did. Maybe we do render graph. I'm not sure. Or do we go full on retardo mode and do that? Maybe I go stupid and then do it like that, and then we can remove those nodes here. And that way it's very simple, right? Well, it's not simple, that's the wrong word. Didn't mean to say it's simple. Then we can do here, right? This. And then those are differentiated as well. Which maybe makes sense, I don't know. That's why they are below here, because those are all shader graph nodes. I see. Yeah. And I mean, those are not called like that as well. Okay, cool. So that makes sense, I think. Do we still have... Yeah, we still have that. And then maybe I do... Nah. Maybe. It doesn't really cost us too much, right, to do that. And maybe if it will help us in the future if we have it separated, maybe it's worth it. Although I'm not sure if it helps us. But it doesn't really cost us too much right now to change that, and then maybe we are happy in the future that we did that. I don't know. Might as well be complete garbage. What I'm doing here. So that one we leave because I don't know where to put the composite, to be honest. Okay, so let's redo that. Alright, so we have all of those. Beautiful. Well, this one as well, right? Beautiful. We have get view constants, which now will become this one. And this one. One will be that one, and will be this one. Actually, if we have that, oh, okay, maybe. No, we have 8 hits with that, right? So if we do that, then we just have to adjust this one here. Oh, but yeah, we need to remove the node here. Then this one is that. Then we have get view constants, which we as well have to remove one because we already adjusted that one. Then we have update light cluster task, which is this one. Now we have compute multiple scattering, which is this one. Then we have MSDF font render pass, which will become this one. And this one. Actually, there's a couple of one that I want to probably adjust. I wish. God damn it. Let's do an editor grid pass. Yeah, what can you do? Then we have graphics, system. On map pass. Perfect. Yeah, I think that is better. So now we copy this again in here and we go again from the top. So create light clusters stays the same. Create transmittance becomes just that, and it's that. Get view constants stays the same. Update light clusters. Compute multiple scattering. Becomes this beauty here. And then we have MSDF. Font pass. Comes that. And depth. Pre-pass. Comes that. Which I think the depth pre-pass, it should probably move to graphics, but we will do that later point. Editor scene grid pass, which is anyways not really functional currently, but what can you do? Atmospheric sky. I mean, and that's already then like way nicer to work with, right? Because that really is not that hard. Static mesh. to read anymore. That one is a little bit special. We need to do some special thing here. Composite path. Yeah, thank you, no. But thanks for the weird offer of like cheap viewers. As always, really appreciate the bots. Not. Alright, so we have the tone map pass, and you become that one, and we are almost at the end. Because the UI pass is more or less one of the last. Well, it is actually the last one. Right, yeah. So we have that, and then we can copy that and go to our render graph in here, paste that here, and that should help, but yeah, we need yeah, we need that, right? So that should be our we have this type here, right? So that one. Is it really the same? God damn it, I can't believe that. What? I mean, maybe probably it actually might be the same. Because I think I named it the same. Okay. Yeah, we still have everything here, that's good. And then we need to open the scene so that we get a crash on the material. Hopefully. Or not. Ah, because we can't find the component. Which is a little bit sad. So how can we... I mean, we could do let's do that. And then in here, add the type hash. We put our serialized type ID data. And that is U32. And then, yeah, we need to make it static. And then we need to initialize that somewhere. Which I would have hoped that we have CPP for that, but I guess we don't. So we could do it here. And then at the end of the application, well, is it entry point? Here. Well, actually, it's probably good enough here already, right? Alright, so that should do the trick. We can put a breakpoint here. And then hopefully we can have that work. Perfect. Beautiful. Is that what we registered it with? Probably, right? Yeah, because we have the components here. So we probably... That's interesting. Game core. Did I not? Oh, okay, no, I didn't. And then we have volume. Okay, so then we should have all of them registered like that, right? And as I said, I do these namespaces mostly for like making it clear where it's coming from, more or less. It's not really a bigger reason behind that. But now we can put those there, open our scene file. And it should be in here, right? Yeah. And now we can do basically this. We replace with that one. And then we replace this one with that one. And now we replace, well, that's only one time, but actually I think that shouldn't even be saved because that's our camera. So I don't think that should be here to begin with. Now we have struct name component, which we replace with this one. Then with this one, with that one. Hey Captain Chica, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. So why do we have another free camera here? Very sus. Which, let's just delete that again. I think those are all weird things that we added somewhere in the past. What is that? Or what does it base it on? Define meta type. Okay. I see. Yeah. It's basically what I'm doing, just I'm doing it without macros. It's pretty much the same. Just that I hate macros, so that's why I'm not doing it with macros. Yeah, I can show you in a second. Maybe you don't like it. Maybe I don't like it in a month. Let's see. I think it's okay, and I think it's quite nice. It's just that we have to, yeah, do a lot of manual work right now, but I think it should be fine. Okay, it's on. That's weird. Isn't that the wrong scene? I don't know. That feels kind of weird. Would have thought we have more than one, but okay. I mean, there's one addition that I would want to do the current system I have, but it's not necessarily that important right now. Okay, so that should work. That should be a valid scene, hopefully. Today I went from struct based templated assert to templated assert function to non-templated assert function to assert macro. Yeah, I'm still using a macro for assert. If you have a better solution, I'm open to it. Entity has unknown component. Why? Why? Did I not save it? No, I saved it. And it is hopefully the correct thing? Yeah. Unless I... Wait... Yeah, it's the wrong one. Okay, cool. Well. That's why it's such a weird scene. Okay. We want this one. got there, and then we have to do it all again. So we replace that one. I would have already what I would give for a versioning system already on like asset files. That would make everything so much easier. Okay, but that explains why it was so weird, because I was like, didn't we have like more stuff in my scene already? Alright, and then we have ID component. I will look at the chat in a second. I just want to get that somewhat correct here, what I'm doing. Then we have name component. This name component. That's the name component here, and we replace that. Now with directional light. Ah, that was only one probably. Anyways. Point light. But here you can already see that it's kind of busted what we stored, because it stored the struct, and on Clang and GCC it will not have that struct name in front, because Clang and GCC don't do that, which is why this was not a valid hash if we would have went for a different platform. So that's why we have to manually do that. Oh, is that right? Now we need the material component turned into that. Perfect. So do we still have some garbage here? Probably not. Maybe we have the camera in here again, which is a mistake if we do. And that is very sus. What is that garbage? I will probably delete that. It doesn't look like anything that should be in here. Okay, so yes, I have a better solution, but solution would involve that one of us worked on MSVC CPP core team. Okay, well, I will apply, but probably not gonna happen. Yes, but tear that to MSVC. It writes struct class union, well, union I'm not sure, but enum in front of all the types, which is great. Not. Well, enum I'm not sure as well if it does, but maybe it does, I don't know. Alright, let's see, can we open that scene? Registered nodes. Oh, that's maybe my shader stuff now. That's good. Okay, so that's the shader graph, which we have to adjust as well. Which, god damn it, this one. So what I do, I can show you now actually, because why not? We can do the shader graph later. So what I do is I have my beautiful compile time string, and what I added to the compile time string is a compile time addition operator, which is somewhat important for namespace stitching. But basically all my factories for serialization now take a compile time string as a template argument. And then when you register something, you give it the serialized type ID name as a template argument. In this case, it's just one. In the case of the nodes that I want to share between graphs, where I have like some factory function that is in front, like the arithmetic nodes, wherever they are here, like I get a factory where I want to register in. I give it a namespace here, and then we add the namespace in front of the name of the node. And then we construct here a compile time string out of that. We pass that to the register node. We pass that all the way down. And then in the register node, we use that to construct hash out of that. And that's our serialized ID. And then we are platform independent. Because that will turn out the same on all of the platforms. I would tell them very politely about things neither I nor I assume you have privilege of writing complaints to compiler team. No. Although when I worked at Ubisoft, I talked with a couple of Microsoft people there, mostly about Xbox stuff, but as well about some PC stuff, Windows 11 specific things. But I mean, I raised bugs for them, but they said like, yeah. Maybe someone in the future, we will look at them. But probably never. If I have to guess. Probably it's not happening. Because let me tell you, Windows 11 is special. And that's a very polite way to say it. Yeah, it was, and it's still broken, I think, to this day, but I'm not sure. It was about the task manager, because we did like benchmarks, or I did a PC benchmark for Avatar, right? I worked on the PC benchmark. So we had like, so we wanted to add tracking, or we did add tracking for CPU utilization and GPU utilization and all that stuff that you have in a PC benchmark. And CPU utilization on Windows 11 is pretty much broken. In this view it works because this is the overall utilization which works, but per process utilization was broken for the last 2 years at least. So it pretty much underreports by a factor of like 80-90%. So if you have like 50%, like it almost always shows below 10% CPU usage, even though your process might be using like everything your PC has to offer. Which is fun. And that's not like a Windows API that puts like returns a wrong scaled timestamp basically for the cycles. Yeah, I read that he went on that. I mean, I'm considering it, but let's see. I'm not saying I will swap brand, but it's definitely not something I'm super against. But then again, it's a lot of work to get change in that sense, because I'm just not used to it, right? So it would take me quite some time to get like the tools and get as efficient as I am with the tools on Linux, but it's a possibility. I'm not saying no. Vector 4. That's a. I think that's a 2D whistle, right? I think that's a 2D swizzle that takes a vector 4 as an input. I think it's this. So we should probably look that up. Vector nodes. So it takes a vector 4 in and a vector 2 out. Is that what it said? So yeah, then it's a then it says Visual 2D because we always have the vector 2 here, yeah. Because that's vector yeah, okay, yeah, yes. So we go back here, so then it has to be, if it's a float, it has to be a Visual 2D vector 2. F32, it's this one, I think. I mean, that's already less hassle to read. Oh god, this guy's back again with his weird burn victim things, whatever. Absolute node of vect 4. It's this one. And that one. And in theory, what I would want to do in the future, which is why I've said like that I want to change one more thing, but we don't have to do that now. Scale vector 2f. Was it a vector? Okay, yeah, this scale. Ah, here. Okay. Oh shit, we should have done that multiple times. It's still somewhere else, so what? Oh no, probably not, right? Okay, so we have that, and then we have to get vec or float. So it's this. With sample texture. Maybe I don't like that it has spaces here, I'm not sure. Okay. Why did it not? Did I not change that? Okay, whatever. Then we have add of float 32. I think it's this one. I mean, maybe it's fine that it's... Maybe it's fine that it's like that. I have no idea. And then we have a division node of float. No, that's the wrong one. It's that one. But probably I make the spaces away, to be honest. Sorry, I kind of read that message now. Where? KHM, I hate when dumbest thing in the word tells me I should use the second dumbest thing in the word, and both of those simultaneously created developed by third dumbest thing in the world, us humans. I mean, yeah. That's fair. Scale vector 4 32. Beautiful, and then we have that one. And we probably do that. And yeah, I will remove these spaces, because why not? Let's actually do that in order. Okay, and now, oh, okay. Get vector 4 components of float. Did we not have that already? Did I not replace that? It's like this, right? Well, I mean, that's anyways wrong, but okay. Scale vec 3 scale vec 3f here. And we have to 3 times. And then add node vec 3. Add vector 3. Okay, and then we have a PBR node, which is probably at the end. Yeah. And that should be more or less it. I think I want to have apps as absolute, maybe even. And then we have the add always, right? And I would want to probably let's do that addition. Just to be as well specific there. And then let's add that. So this. I mean, we only have that once, right? Okay. Then we have arithmetic nodes in here, yeah. Oh shit, I should have added where we can. Actually, oh, that actually makes it a little bit easier. So we can do that here. And we replace it with, oh, come on. What is going on? Absolute. Not that, but that space here. Current document, perfect. Then we replace that one. Oh my god. I cannot type today, I guess. Because it seems like I have not done that correctly. I think here we can do that, it's fine. That one has spaces, and then we can do this. addition. And then do we have the scale? Do we need to do something there? Oh yeah. Okay. So we do that again and we will probably fail, right? Which is good. And then we can take the node names again. And adjust. We already... because I think I load the level already on startup, right? I think that's what it is. Alright, so we have... that one should be the same. This visual... Did I not? Okay. Fascinating. Absolute vector for... Okay, it's this one. Then we have scale vector 2f. Then we have get vec 4. Sample texture stays the same. Then we have addition. Perfect. Then we have divide. Then we have scale vec 4. Did that stay the same? Oh, okay, yeah, it is, because we already had that, okay. Scale vector 3f. Okay, and then we have addition vector 3f. Then we have PBR material shader out, which stays the same. So I think that should do it now. Oh yeah, so we loaded everything. But we don't see anything, which is great. But that's another thing, right? Oh, component not found, okay. The volume source. Why is that? Data scenes. I think we should have that still open here. Volume source. Okay. Yeah, where that is unfortunate. That really is wrong. The volume type is most likely wrong as well. Because I do assume that we write something garbage in there. Yeah. I mean, it will probably work for now, but yeah, okay. Yeah, we're back with our beautiful broken and that was the last time we left off there. Let's actually do a hash here of that for now. That component is anyways not really done. Because that does work, right? And then we do the same here. Which is not ideal, but it will work. Now we set a breakpoint here more or less. Although we don't really load that currently, but it's fine. Ah. I mean, that should work, right? Because that should go into the compile time string. I think. Hopefully. Oh, it actually works. And then I'm not sure what the type should. Okay, so that's a 2. Well, it's a simplex noise, so it's that one. And then that's fine. Doesn't really matter. But yeah, now it should, yeah, be in here, and then it can parse that, which is perfectly fine. Again, that needs to be changed anyways, probably. Okay, and then this is the last time where we left off, which is basically trying to make the awk tree work with the cubical marching squares. But that means we have all of the hashes converted, I think. We can probably find that out by type hash. And I would say that we don't need any of that crap anymore. Because it doesn't anyways work. So why even bother with that? That's a wrong thing anyways. And let's see if that builds. Because yeah, type hash should die. A horrible death. But this one will become hash. In theory that would work, right? But how would it do it like that? So it's that, and then we go back like that and do that, and then can we do... Oh, that looks good. And then we have that as the type hash here, which is already better. And then where else do we have it? That is... In this case, it might actually work. Because that one is actually a valid case because it's runtime only. So that one is a valid thing. We could leave it for that. Execution context is... Well, okay, that's still all the same. Do we have it somewhere else? Here, data type ID. That's a little bit unfortunate. Or do we... You know what? We might leave the type hash for those. For now. I need to think about that. Probably we need something a little bit... Probably need a special case for that. Okay, so let's leave type hash. I think I call it anyways a day for today. But let's see where else did we fail. So render graph task. So that one... This is where it kinda sus. But solvable. Or but probably it works actually. As long as I treat this all as runtime data, it all works. This one the same. But we could change it. I'm not against it. I might do that. It follows more the LLVM RTTI if I change it, which is fine. A It just means that I have to do some additional things here and there. Metadata type. Don't really store that yet, so it doesn't matter. But potentially we might be storing that, so probably should change. Execution, and this one is again checking the pin type. This one is for now fine as well, because it's only runtime. If we ever have a data file defining systems, this doesn't work anymore. Input bindings might be... yeah, might be something that's off, right, if we use that. But I'm not sure if that's used. Oh, it is. So maybe that doesn't work anymore. Ugh, too many spaces. Okay, so we didn't finish today. I think I need to look at all those cases where we use type hash and re-evaluate if we can use it or not, depending on if it's a runtime thing or not. But even if it's not, we can always do it like, because it's not a big deal to change to the RTTI kind of approach. Okay, and then this uses the type name currently, which is as well kind of sad. Okay, well, I will deal with that tomorrow. So tomorrow is a day off. I have some plans for lunch, but probably I will stream in the afternoon. But I think for most people it's a day off in like the European area. Thank you very much. Have a nice rest of your evening today. We see each other tomorrow, latest at 7:30, but probably before that. Probably in the afternoon. I will start streaming and then we will fix the rest of this type name, type hash thing. Yeah, maybe I do completely erase the type hash. Except for the one case where it's the runtime execution context, where it kind of makes sense to have it. Alright. See you tomorrow. Have a nice rest of your evening. Bye bye.